and welcome to our session today. My name is Eduardo Emeris, and this is Tappilini, and it's brought to you by More Yoga Wellness TV. And I'm just waiting for More Yoga to let me know that we are live in on their website, which I invite you. And let me just check. We are live. Thank you so much, Ludo. So we are live, and thank you so much for joining today. I would like to first tell you about Tappilini, what Tappilini is all about, how does it work, and then at the end, by the half an hour, we're going to practice Tappilini. And Tappilini has come to be a very powerful tool to deal with emotions. And I say this on my own experience. My name is Eduardo Emeris Blanco, and I'm the founder of Tappilini. And thanks to Tappilini, is that pretty much I'm here alive, healthy, and be able to talk to you about this wonderful technique. Because without it, I don't know where I've been, what I would be. It has been a very difficult journey, so I know how it works with mental health, with anxiety, with fear, shame, and all those very heavy emotions that can block our progress and stops us from feeling a connection with ourselves, with the world, with the people around us. And especially now in these times with the pandemic, with COVID, and with so many different narratives out there. Obviously, we are supposed to only take one because all the rest are controversy theories and we are not supposed to listen to them. However, we cannot avoid but realize that there is a lot of segmentation. There is a lot of people that are just separating from what we've been told, and it can create confusion. It can create anxiety, it can create a sense of this disempowerment. And this is where I believe that Tappilini can be of huge benefit for whomever wish to practice it. Now, what about Tappilini? Tappilini, it's formed with three powerful techniques. One is tapping, or EFT. You probably have heard or seen it or even practiced it yourself. EFT is a wonderful technique that works directly with the fight, flight, or freeze response of the nervous system. And I invite you, if right now you are going through a difficult process and you joined this class trying to find the comfort or a sense of relief from your emotions, I invite you that through all this process, especially at the beginning of this session, before we do Tappilini, while I'm explaining all this stuff, if you are feeling uh, overwhelmed by the emotions, I invite you to begin tapping. If you have done it before, if you have practiced tapping before, you know the point. If not, I invite you to simply begin to tap here on this is called the karate point, and probably karate because of the chopping movement or motion that when you're doing karate. Yeah. So this is the karate point. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, it would be good just to activate your breathing, begin to breathe through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and tap. As I explained to you how this tapping works and why tapping works. And I find that it's very simple explanation about why tapping works. And it's because what we are tapping, the points that we tap are meridian points. That means that through these points are crosses, energetic highways, let's call it that way, energetic canals or channels that run through the body, especially from north to south, from head to toe. And these energetic lines connect with specific organs in our bodies. So we are beginning to tap with the very subtle energy of our bodies, and at the same time we are connecting directly with the nervous system, the fight, flight, or freeze response. So as we tap, and the reason why we work so well is because first we are using misdirection from the mind. So as we are tapping and we are concentrating on whatever it is that we are feeling, if we are feeling anxiety, we're feeling fear, we're feeling confusion, we feel out of place, whatever it is that we feel fear, and we begin to tap. The body automatically responds to this tapping, and by connecting with the breath, we allow the process to not block and create blockages in our psyche. So it's very beautiful to realize that even if you're feeling at this point very tense or overwhelmed by your emotions, just by simply tapping on your uh, on the karate point on the side of your palm and begin to breathe, you can feel you can feel, and I invite you to try it, to feel how you begin to release the tension, the stress, and somehow begin to empower yourself because you are taking control. And the emotions that we're going through, sometimes we cannot control them because we cannot control what's going on outside of us, but we can definitely control what's going on inside of us, the way we react, the way we act, and the way we see ourselves and everything around us. So it's actually quite uh, empowering to be able to know that regardless of however our circumstances are and our emotions are, we can begin to have more control over what's going on with our emotions. That's the first one. The second technique that we use with Tappilini, it's the Kundalini mantra. We repeat a mantra: Guru Guru, Vahe Guru, Guru Ram Das Guru. And let me put it here for you so you can see it. Hold on, that's in Spanish. The Vahe, the transliteration. Let me put it here like this. Okay, Guru Guru Vahe Guru, Guru Ram Das Guru. Mantras are signals, codes that works directly with consciousness. And how I've seen Kundalini mantras working with Tappilini is by giving you the perspective from a different angle about everything that's going on with you. Let's imagine that, let's talk about COVID and the whole stress that is going on. And we don't know what's going on, to whom to believe, what's happening, is it over? Is it going to come back? Do I have to isolate? If I get it, will I get bad? Will I have to go to hospital? Will I die? And that could be overwhelming. But uh, if you are dealing with a chronic situation, if, for example, if you are dealing with anxiety attacks and you don't know where they come from, I've used Kundalini mantra to be able to use that vibration to allow me to get access to a higher consciousness, to a higher perspective. That is to be able to know why, what for, what is it, and begin to answer the questions. Thanks to that, is that I've been able to transcend very heavy chronic illness like cancer, and having dissolved it kind of miraculously without any chemo or radiation. And that was my first time that I realized, okay, there is something more than just chemicals. There is a lot more that we can do for ourselves than simply rely on others to heal us. And then I had the opportunity or the good luck to be infected by the HIV virus. And in that process, the same, I began to realize that there were other options to healing than just the medication. So since the very beginning, thanks because of the time when I had cancer, and without any treatment got better. When I was diagnosed HIV positive, I decided not to have medication. Obviously, the doctors since 2006 have been telling me that I have 6 months to live. It's almost 16 years later, and I'm still here. And I think I'm the healthiest and the strongest, and even the wisest. And I mean that by trying to understand more about who I am and what am I doing here. That's the kind of wisdom that I was wanted to achieve. And this is where Tappilini has been amazingly powerful. Without it, I wouldn't be able to continue, to be honest. I mean, just 2 weeks ago, I went to the doctors and they were talking to me about palliative care. I don't know where do they get their their ideas. I mean, I see myself and I know that I'm not dying, but somehow they look at their results and their numbers and they say that I am about to collapse dead in any moment. Regardless of who is right or if there is right or wrong or not, it's about the ability to control your mind. When a doctor tells you you are dying, in that moment you believe it. And in that moment, regardless of the illness or or the situation that is going on with you, you begin to die even faster because you know that now you are there. And the mental health gets so difficult to balance when you know that you have science telling you that you are dying, and then you have on the other side a sort of awakening, a spiritual awakening or intuition telling you, no, you're not dying, you're getting stronger, you are changing. You just have to learn about yourself. And as you learn about yourself, you will begin to have the evidence that you're actually getting stronger. But when we are not used to having those two dualities in in at the same level of power, it can get very tricky, hugely tricky. That's why we can get paranoid and our levels of anxiety can go over the roof. So what do you do when that kind of situation happens? You have to allow yourself to come to a neutral point. You have to allow your mind to stop catastrophizing, to stop thinking the worst case scenario, and to begin to kind of just retract a little bit so the body does what the body does, which is heal itself. Regardless of the situation, if you cut yourself, it would heal. It will heal. And if you allow the process to take you through the journey, and you begin to realize, okay, maybe all the trauma of the childhood wasn't just for suffering's sake. Maybe it's not that we've been forgotten by God. Maybe it's not that I just came to this world to struggle. No, maybe there is a different truth behind all those situations. Maybe the trauma, it was to create a certain awareness, to create the ability to change the way we think about ourselves and about others, and begin to realize that it's up to us to make this a better world or let it go to hell. And I think that we are just there. And I don't think that I've been able to maintain health after two one, probably one of the most powerful illnesses in right now. I mean, thank God I don't have diabetes, but because I don't hardly eat any sugar. But cancer and AIDS. I mean, how in which moment did anything kind of point me in that direction? So I think it's because we need it. We are all in the crossroad of making our world a better place, and it starts with you. It starts with you. If you have any situation in your life that feels out of control or out of balance, it's up to you to bring it back to its center, to bring it back to the to its harmony with everything else. Now we don't need to know how it happens. I know that if you probably have a very logical mind and you follow Joe Dispenza, for example, with a huge amount of information about how the mind and the chemicals of the mind and how the processes work, and you like that, amazing. Waheguru. I mean, go for it. I love it. I mean, I think each individual is different. I am hugely intuitive, and I don't need to know how things work as long as I can believe that they work. And for me to have that moment of trust, like saying, okay, let me, I don't know this, but let me see it, let me try it. Like with Tappilini, as soon as I put together the tapping and the Kundalini, because I've been doing the Kundalini for a very long time, since 2009. When I put together these two techniques and I felt the effect, I realized this is huge. This is huge, because that's the moment I stopped dying. And I cannot stress enough how powerful, how powerful realizing that you are not dying is. And you can only know that if you suffer from a chronic illness, or if you have a very difficult childhood and you are hugely traumatized, and PTSD and anxiety levels and fear and shame and grief and all those elements. If you have all those elements creating kerfuffle in your mind and in your life, you will definitely appreciate the power in Tappilini. Now, it's not an easy thing, because we are physically, we are tapping at the point, the top of the head, the beginning of the eyebrows, the side of the eye, eye, under the nose, chin, collarbone, heart, under the arm, and then we'll repeat the cycle with the other hand, top of the head, eyebrows, side of the eye, under the eye, nose, chin, collarbone, heart, arm. And we continue this cycle. We repeat Guru Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ram Das Guru 5 times in one breath. We need to activate breath work to be able to hold on to the vibration and the rhythm. Guru Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ram Das Guru 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 Vahe Guru Guru Ram Das Guru. And we repeat that cycle 108 times. The whole process takes about 24 minutes. And it's meant to take you from darkness to light, from not knowing to knowing, from chaos to peace. That's what this mantra does. This is a transcendental mantra of enlightenment. That's what this mantra does. It turns on the light in the different rooms of your subconscious that are been lined in darkness for such a long time and can be very scary to even go there. But thanks to the tapping technique, we can dissolve the fight, flight, or freeze response of the nervous system. That means the fear, the anger, and the confusion. With this technique, we can stop feeling like, I don't know what to do, or wanting to run away. And then with Guru Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru, with this process of notes and harmonies, it gets to a point, once you master it and you're not thinking about what I'm saying, once you just can say it, it begins to deliver insights. It begins to open channels of communication between your ego mind and your higher consciousness. And you begin to realize that you can teach yourself many, many tricks, that you can change your reality, that you can change the reality that you experience, and begin to feel more empowered about your life. That is the key of all this. I mean, this is what Tappilini does, and I'll invite you, if you feel attracted to this practice. I mean, please go to the website www.tappilini.com. There is, and I have a lot of information there. I have a page where you can practice Tappilini on your own. Right now, I'm holding a 40-day challenge, consecutive practice of Tappilini. Every morning at 6 o'clock on Facebook, I come out and do Tappilini. No talk, no dialogue, no nothing. I just come out, tune in, and began the practice. So it takes 25 minutes, 26 maximum. And this is to encourage people to do the practice, to meditate every morning before they go out and face the world and deal with their emotions, deal with our emotions, be able to feel more in control of who we are and what are we doing here. Okay. Now, let's begin. Let's tune in. Now, why do I tune in? Tune in is like a preparation. Before Tappilini, I like to prepare myself. And this is a Kundalini practice. I've been practicing Kundalini thanks to my mom. My mom is a Kundalini teacher. So I've been practicing Kundalini since she began. That was when I was 18 years old. 18 years old. That's almost 30 years. Wow. 30 years. Oh my goodness. So it's ingrained in me or engraved in me. And I invite people to do it. So you can tune in your own way. Sometimes yogis, the people who practice yoga, they just say and that's beautiful. In Kundalini, we say Om Namo Gurudev Namo, and we repeat that mantra 3 times, and then we can start with the mantra with our Tappilini. Okay. Also, if you don't want to say any mantra and you just want to hum, please. It's about activating a different sense of awareness, a different level of consciousness, and vibration always does that. Okay, so let's start. Please rub your palms together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Bring your palms in prayer position in front of your heart. Apply pressure. Inhale deep. Bring your shoulders back, chest to the front. Elongate your neck. Tuck in your chin slightly. A very straight spine and back. Exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. And inhale to start. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deep and hold. Exhale and relax the posture. So we have the points. I already mentioned it. Can start with the karate point 3 times. Then top of the head, eyebrows, side of the eye, under the nose, chin, collarbone, heart, and under the arm, and we'll repeat with the other side. I'm going to put an audio to help us guide this meditation because it's not easy. 108 times. And this audio you can download it from the website as well. It's free, and there's also a video on YouTube. So if you need the audio, you can get it from anywhere. So let's start. Guru Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru. Cambio. Guru Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru. One more time. Guru Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru. Top of the head. Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru. Eyebrows. Guru Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru. Guru Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru. Cheekbone. Guru Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru. On the note. Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Guru Guru Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Collarbone. Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Heart. Guru Guru Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. On the arm. Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru 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 Guru Ramdas Guru. And we repeat with the other arm. Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Eyebrow. Guru Guru Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Guru Guru Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Guru Guru Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Guru Guru Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Guru Guru Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Collarbone. Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Heart. Guru Guru Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Under the arm. Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Guru Guru Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Eyebrow. Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Guru Guru Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Guru Guru Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Guru Guru Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Guru Guru Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Guru Guru Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Guru Guru Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Guru Guru Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Guru Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Waheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru. Inhale and hold the breath in. Exhale slowly. Inhale again. Exhale. And relax. And slowly begin to come up, to open your eyes, to begin to move, to switch position. And I want to invite you to know more about Tappilini on the website. On the website, tappilini.com, I have information about the mantra. What does the mantra mean? Syllable by syllable. And the influence or the effects that you expect to have in the body, and how does it work and why does it work. There is a lot of information on the website. And also about the tapping points. There is a whole page with all the instructions, the tuning in, the mantra, and the whole process for you to make it easier. What I want simply to share with you tonight before we go, it's about the possibility that we have in our hands, whatever circumstance or situation we have in our hands the tools, whatever we need to change and to evolve and to transcend whatever blockage or limitation we may be experiencing. I believe that you deserve it. I believe that we deserve to be happy. I believe that we deserve to be happy and free. And I believe that we deserve to be happy, free, and healthy, and not rely on X, Y, or Z, but on ourselves. Something I've learned is that it's possible. It's possible if we can nurture a little bit of faith in ourselves and this universe, and trust. If we can cultivate these two abilities, we can change the world. And we can begin with our own bodies, with our own minds, with our own lives and reality. And I hope that this session served its purpose, and you feel now a bit calmer. If you want to get in touch, I invite you from the bottom of my heart to send me a message. You can send me a message on on the website www.tappilini.com, or on Facebook as well. We have Tappilini on Facebook. We have Tappilini on YouTube as well, and you can just Google me, Eduardo Emeris. I am the only Eduardo Emeris in the whole world, which is quite interesting. And it would be very nice to hear from you, and to begin to change our lives. As I mentioned before, I today is the day 13 of the challenge that I started on the 1st of January. So every day I'm practicing Tappilini online live at 6 o'clock in the morning, London time. And I come out, tune in, and then I begin Guru Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas. If you want to do something like this, if it's a convenient time for you, I'll invite you to join me on my Facebook page, um, and and take it from there and get in touch. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Let me hear from you if you have any questions, or uh, or comments or suggestions. If there is something that you would like to know more, please let me know. Drop a message on the chat room, and I will come back to you. Until then, thank you so much for being part of this evolution. Thank you so much. I hope to see you next week, same time, same channel. Thank you, More Yoga Wellness TV. Thank you, Ludvika, who is in the control panels. Thank you, everyone. And see you next time. Satnam. Namaste. Hasta la próxima. Ciao. Thank you so much. Where is it? Where is it? Yes. Ciao.